welcome to the Treehive in the sky for a little playtime. I've been making some aquatic creatures today, having a little fun day, Sunday, here at the Treehive in the sky, overlooking beautiful Lake Ontario, your happiness navigator, pollinator of positivity. Shape-shifting woman wizard, Melissa Mojo B, here in the sacred fun room to remind us that play is very important. Dharma, the Reiki Master Cat, is also here with us. And we're just going to add a little watercolor, shimmer and shine, to our creatures here that we've created today. This one here we did a little while back in our Fairy Meadow series. And we'll be coming back to do some more fairy stuff. In fact, earlier this day, I was playing with this one here, fairy. And if you look from the other side, she's kind of peeking through that way, see? So that's a work in progress as well. And I am very hard on myself oftentimes, so I'm sure that I have said in the past many times I'm no artist. But you know what? We're all artists when we're making art. And art is also color therapy. And we love to talk about cosmic rainbow energy and how it activates, transmutes, and evolves. And those chakra colors are being treated while we play with color. We also have some metallic ones here. We're going to add, like I say, a little sparkle to it. We have some really bright neon colors over here, so if we feel so drawn, we might add some of those as well. And just as I say, by looking at those colors, you're getting the benefit of the chakra treatment, because I'm a trained Reiki master, and so is Dharma. She's here with me, sending out the good vibrations. We're just going to add some color to what we've been playing with today. So I guess we'll start right here with our jellyfish friends. I just want to add a little watercolor into our backgrounds and make some aquatic backgrounds for them. We painted these with paint pens earlier. Just having fun with the color. And every chakra has a color, and possibly more than one. We'll deep dive that another day. And each chakra has a note, a planet, a day of the week, or work strong, as I like to call it. So we're just adding some watercolor squiggles and wiggles and good vibrations in here, because that's the other thing, we can energy charge our art, and a lot of energy goes into this. We're releasing anything that's not serving us. It's a new moon, by the way. Happy Gemini New Moon. This is a very twinny little card here. We got the masculine and feminine of our octopus friend. I mean, jellyfish. They're not octopus. These characters were actually inspired. I was watching, what's it called? Pout Fish or Pout, something like that. Anyways, and they had these cute little characters, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just give a go at drawing them. And then here we are. And so I drew them with that acrylic paint pens, sort of just doodled them out, and then thought, you know what, I'll come on a little magic charged broadcast, and we'll add some watercolors to them, and then we'll add some shimmer and sparkle, and together we make things even brighter with our shared intention. Just by you being here, being you, by me being me, and by us coming together, it makes we, like we're And aren't we having fun? Just playing with colors, and all broadcasts here are charged with Reiki, intention, magic, for peace, protection, and prosperity. Dharma saying, don't you forget about me. Of course, Dharma sending her very best out to you as well. So we just add whatever colors feel good. And it's an underwater scene, so we're playing with those aquatic colors. So yeah, these were inspired characters. There's Dharma. Dharma, say hi to people. There's Dharma right there. Oh, she's purring. Can you hear her purr? Okay, let's set that one there for now. We're going to move our fairy series for another day. Oh, there she is. She's right in there now, aren't you, Dharma? She's like, I'll take the tripod out if you don't mind, Mom. Well, Dharma, you can do your best. All right, this one here is different. It's like a little seahorse dragon. And so I think we're going to add sort of that limey green on the outside of this one. We colored in on this one, and not the other. Dharma's just nuzzling the the tripod. Thanks, Dharma. So helpful. With the acrylic paint pens. This one I decided to color around the character, but the other ones I hadn't done that. So I'm kind of just going to edge it with a little bit of that lime color. And let's just talk about what the colors mean. If we look at the red in this one here, generally they teach in chakra courses and cultures all around the world, talk about chakras and the colors. And they would teach that red is for your root chakra. And the root chakra is at the base of your spine. The root chakra runs our fight or flight, our sense of security, our nervous system a lot. So red, just by looking at that color red, you're getting Reiki. Reiki, as a word, means universal life force energy. And if we look at the cosmos, it's made of rainbow energy. It's a very crystalline type of thing, and it is all prismatic perfection. Dharma's just really enjoying nuzzling the tripod and sending you lots of Reiki in that way. Right, Dharma? All right, let's take a little bit of this sparkle, and we're just going to wash it over the whole thing and see what happens. Let's see what happens. We're just going to play. This is really fun paint. Let's see if you can see the sparkle in it. It's very shimmery. And so it's going to add a bit of wateriness to this. And by the way, again, it is a Gemini New Moon right now. So it's the perfect time to plant intentions. Maybe our intentions could be as simple as, I want to play a little bit more. And realize that play is actually so important for our nervous system. Like I say, if we look at using these colors, it's actually treating our nervous system. So, and just the act of playing is also Dharma, Dharma, Dharma. The Reiki Master Cat. What would you call this character here? Oh, you like it? Thank you. I'm having a hard time seeing the comments. Let me see if I can shift a little bit here and see if I can see the comments better. Pardon me for adjusting. Oh, yay. Hi, Karina. Hi, Nev. Hi. Oh, Alice in Wonderland. Okay, you know what? I would love to come back and do some Alice in Wonderland, and that'll be our next theme. So make sure you subscribe and come back, because we are actually just about to finish 100 live streams between March, so the first day of spring, or before the first day of spring, through until now. We've been doing a challenge of getting 100 live streams in those 3 months and a few more days. And we're coming up to that right away here. We're going to just use the sparkly metallic for this. And again, we're kind of going to do just a little abstract addition here on top of the acrylic, because the acrylic's not going to go anywhere. It's kind of on there well, so that's nice, because then means we can go in with our watercolor and start to create a background. And yes, we could have done the background first, but I wish that the camera would show how beautiful these metallic paints are. It's really hard to catch it on camera, especially, I wonder, wait a second, I have a ring light. Let me see if that helps. I bet you it does. A little bit anyways. So yes, come back, because you never know what our multi-passionate selves might be doing. Sometimes we do tunes, talk, and tarot. Sometimes we're out and about doing happiness navigation on location at festivals and drum circles and concerts. And we're going to a FIFA watch party on Saturday, I believe, next Saturday. And we're going to see Scotland. We were in Scotland last fall in October, November. And you just never know where in the wizarding world you're going to find me, Melissa Mojo B, bringing those good vibes worldwide. I feel like it wants a little purple in there. Let's try a little purple. Oh, I'm so glad you like them. They're fun little characters. So as I say, I was watching, I think it's called Pout-Pout the Fish or something. Anyways, it's a new little movie that was out, and I thought, why not take a look? And I like aquatic animations. I find it really relaxing. They always have so many nice colors and such. So I just decided, well, I'm gonna get inspired by the characters. I couldn't tell you their names. I wasn't paying enough attention. But they're definitely, they were cute little creatures. So I just had to give it a go and see. I like their big eyes. I really like the sparkle on the eyes of this one. Okay, we're gonna leave you alone for a bit. Let's see, let's go back in somewhere else. I wanted to add some little features. I need a smaller brush for that. For this one here, I sort of wanted to add a little pink on the cheek. I think this one had little freckles on its nose too. This is fun. It's fun just to find our inner child and play. It's not like we're doing this to do it perfectly. It's like we're doing this because doing it is perfect, you know? Just by actually bringing out the brush, by actually giving ourselves permission to play a little bit. I'm just going to shade in the eyelids a little bit. And then There we go, and let's add some freckles. Maybe a bit darker brown for that. What should we call them? Fun. Very much fun. Okay. I kind of want to do a bubble. Oh yeah, I do have this stuff. This stuff has lasted me quite a long time. And it's got a really nice opaque shimmer to it. So it says shimmer, opaque. And it's a little bit white if you take it straight, see? But if you water it down, it gets sort of just a little bit translucent. So I'll show you the difference between, like, if we're using it straight on, we'll make it like a bubble with it when it's straight. Let's make more bubbles. And then I'll show you how we can actually thin it down and make it so that it's a wash. As in, you can kind of put it all over the painting to make it shimmer. I can actually show you a pretty nice example of that with something I have already done before. See, and you can actually get it on fairly thick. Let's do a big bubble up here. Couple more down by the tail. Relaxing, right? Just to play. Not to judge ourselves, like I would say, I'm no artist, but I'm just having fun. And then again, we're all artists as soon as we're doing it, right? And especially, like, this isn't measured. This is just pure creative inspiration. Now, yes, I took it from I was watching an animation and I was like, oh, I'm inspired by that, but I didn't count it out. I didn't, put it, like, put it in blocks and figure it out. And I just said, I'm just going to do my best and just do a little freehand and see what happens if I play. See how I play today, and maybe if I keep playing, as I keep doing it, I'll be better at this, and it will become something that is even perhaps something I'm good at. And I forget who it was that said, we forgot that we don't do these things because we're good at them. We do them because it lights us up just to try new things. I don't know what I wanted to add, some different color at the very end of the little antenna part. So you can probably see how it's shiny there now, right? Because I've added that opaque, this shimmer. It's really lovely, awesome stuff. I've had a lot of fun with it over time. it kind of disappears and then reappears and just adds a level of dimension that I like playing with. So, how about these ones? Oh, okay, one thing at a time, Mojo. Let's see. Let's add some shimmer to these guys. Okay, we're gonna actually add shimmer to the whole thing on this one and then come back in. The nice thing about adding shimmer to this is that this kind of locks in what we've already done. So unless I mixed it too much and I started mixing around all the colors, this will kind of, I'm just adding water. I'm actually just mixing this in the cap, which is a little bit lazy, but that's okay. I'm feeling just like not so prepared, just in play mode, like a kid. They wouldn't be like, oh, I don't have all of my trays and mixing perfectly. Kids are like, okay, let's grab some stuff and smash it on there, see what happens. So I've thinned out this shimmer so that I can just kind of draw it right over. See? And as I say, the great part about this is, because this is like an acrylic topper, that it actually locks in the scene behind it. And as you can see at the bottom, it starts to drag that yellow if I drag it too much. I don't want to do that. And so now they're gonna have this shiny vibe over top, plus it locks in what we had, so now we can add and start to layer over top of that again. Let's see what happens when that sort of dries a little. That's a bit thick up there. I'm just gonna go. Okay, what about you? This one's like, yeah, he has the shimmer watercolor on there, but we're just gonna add again the opaque. Gonna lock that in there. Ooh, yeah. Gotta go real easy with that because it will take up the watercolor. It will take it right off. So just a really light touch when playing with that particular finish. But it will lock it in, then we can play some more. If you have ideas for what we can call the characters, please drop them. Let's see. Let's come back in with these ones. I remember this one wanted a little bit of purple, like this shimmer purple in here. Shimmer purple. Happy little crew. It's a happy little crew. Okay, what else? Another color that I wanted something nice and bright and pink, really pink. And these little blocks here. So yeah, I think there's definitely less than 10 days left of our 100 live stream challenge. Next weekend, we'll be checking out the FIFA World Cup watch party and Scotland playing. And currently we are 17 floors up at the Treehive in the sky, overlooking Lake Ontario and sending the very best Reiki energy, cosmic rainbow energy out for thee and thine loved ones. And I'm just going to continue to play here for a little while, but it is getting late. So if you are heading to sleep, or if this ever finds you in the rising time, whenever it is, you're going to feel extra relaxed, renewed, and refreshed because it is a new moon. New times are coming. A new season's coming. And we can celebrate that there's always a new moment happening just around the corner. And that we can, jump right into little worlds like this. Because sometimes the world out here can be quite dreary and difficult. Sometimes it's nice just to simplify and draw something silly and add a little shine to it and see how it feels. Maybe it just lightens the load a little bit. Maybe it just allows us to remember that things aren't so serious. Maybe it allows our child self to feel honored and playful and seen and heard and loved, because, I think so much of the time we've judged the part of ourselves that might like to play like this. And we've said, oh, you're not very good at that sort of thing, so don't even try. You're going to embarrass yourself. And I'm here to say, oh, trying is doing. It's not about trying to do better. It's about just doing it now and that being absolutely perfect. Just like you're absolutely perfect. The happy little creatures, huh? Well, hello there. Where in the wizarding world are you buzzing in from? Please do drop it in the comments. Drop your first name too, or whatever you'd like me to shout out. I'll be happy to do so. And maybe even what you think we could call these funny jellyfish creatures that were inspired by the movie I was checking out earlier. Something like Pout-Pout the fish. And this is Pout-Pout when he was a little fish and he was finding the sparkle. What do they call her? Shimmer. The magic fish. Shimmer. And look at how he has shimmer and sparkle in his eyes. So, I love the way that they did his eyes. And so I thought, well, you know what? I'm just going to do my own little version. And it's been super fun. So, I could be really hard on myself about all these things. And then I see other people doing them and I think they're awesome. So why would I judge myself so harshly? And in fact, it's just so fun to play. Again, it's not about doing it right or measuring against someone else's standard or even our own standard. It's about the fact that we got in there and we did something that's completely creative, completely authentic, and it's also treating the chakras. So again, we had that red colors for our root chakra. Then working up from there, we would have an orange, kind of an orangey, which is for our sacral chakra. And then yellow is for our solar plexus, confidence, the sacral chakras, where we have our our fires of passion, creativity. Yellow is sort of right in between our ribs, at the top of our ribs, where it's sensitive there. That's our confidence, and that's yellow. And then with green for the heart, and a light blue for the throat, a darker indigo blue, like this one's hat, like the cosmic starry sky, is for the intuition center at our third eye. And then purple is for the crown and divinity, our connection with all of that cosmic knowledge of anything that ever has been and will be, and our access to it personally. So just simply by playing, we're inviting a lot of that knowledge and an evolution into our lives. So thanks for buzzing into the Treehive in the sky. And buzz by again. Don't forget to subscribe. Share with someone magical, creative. Let them be inspired by just little old me playing around here, getting inspired by an animation film that I watched earlier, and being unafraid to just do it, be authentic, and share with you so that you can do it too. Because yes, you can. Thank you so much love, and I'll see you again tomorrow. All right. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle to you wherever you are. So much love. Reiki, cosmic rainbow energy, activate, transmute, evolve, peace, protection, and prosperity. And most of all, personal empowerment. Always. Bye for now, sweet ones.